Okay, so Module 4, Learning Competencies. The learner can represent real-life situations using functions, including piecewise functions. Then, the learner can evaluate a function. The learner can solve problems involving functions. Piecewise function. Piecewise function is a function defined differently on different parts of its domain, or when functions are defined by more than one equation. So, a piecewise function is a function that is defined by two or more equations, where each equations apply to a certain interval over a specified domain. So, we can use, so for example of piecewise function, f of x is equal to x plus 2 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Then x if x is less than 0. Lagay natin sa table yung x plus 2 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Again, if yung x is greater than or equal to 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then, x plus 2. Okay. So, 0 plus 2, 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 2, 4. Then, 3 plus 2, 5. 4 plus 2, 6. Okay? Then, dun naman tayo sa x. If x is less than 0. So, less than 0, we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. So, based sa piecewise function natin, equal lang siya sa x kapag less than 0. X is negative 1, so y is negative 1. Negative 2, negative 2. Negative 3, negative 3. Negative 4, negative 4. Then, negative 5, negative 5. Okay? Next. So, yung x plus 2 if x is greater than or equal to 0 is ito. Okay. Then, yung graph naman ng x is less than 0 is pababa. Okay. Next, sample problem number 1. As the Republic of the Philippines Department of Transportation and Communication, Land and Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, released a PJ General Fare Guide as of February 8, 2017. It indicates that the minimum fare for jeepney commuters is 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers and an additional 1.5 pesos for the next kilometers. Then, construct a piecewise function, notation, and plot its graph. Okay, so again, 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. Okay? So, fix yung 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. Then, magkakaroon ng additional 1.50 pesos for the next kilometers. Then, construct a piecewise function, notation, and plot its graph. Okay. So, 8 pesos if 0 is less than x and x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so fix na 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. From 0 to 4 kilometers. Okay, then additional 1.50 pesos for the next kilometers. So 8 plus 1.50 times kung ilang kilometers yung inabot niya. Okay, so x. Then, bakit siya minus 4? Kasi fix na yung, or kasama na yung 4 kilometers sa 8 pesos. So, bayad na siya sa 8 pesos. Kaya minus 4. So, piecewise function natin, f of x is equal to 8. If 0 is less than x and x is less than or equal to 4, then 8 plus 1.50 times x minus 4 if x is greater than 4. Okay? Then, lagay natin sa table yung 8 if 0 is less than x and x is less than or equal to 4. So, we have 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 8 pesos. 1 kilometer, 8 pesos. 2 kilometer, 8 pesos. 3 kilometers, 8 pesos. 4 kilometers, 8 pesos. Okay? So, fixed na 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. Then, next naman, 8 plus 1.50 times x minus 4. So, if x is equal to 5, so for example, umabot siya ng 5 kilometers. So, 8 plus 1.50 times, substitute yung 5. So, minus 4. 5 minus 4, 1. 1 times 1.50. 1.50, then 8 plus 1.50, 9.50. Then, if x is equal to 6, so 8 plus 1.50 times 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4, 2. 2 times 1.50, 3 pesos. So, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Okay. Next, if x is equal to 7, then 8 plus 1.50 times 7 minus 4. So, 7 minus 4, 3. 3 times 1.50, 4.50. 8 plus 4.50, 12 pesos. Okay. Next, if x is equal to 8, so 8 plus 1.50 times 8 minus 4. So 8 minus 4, 4. 4 times 1.50, 6. So 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. Okay. Then if x is equal to 9, 8 plus 1.50 times 9 minus 4. So 9 minus 4, 5. 5 times 1.50 plus 8 is equal to 15.50. Okay. Then, lagay natin to sa table. So, 5 kilometers, 9.50 pesos. 6 kilometers, 11 pesos. 7 kilometers, 12.50 pesos. 8 kilometers, 14 pesos. 9 kilometers, 15.50 pesos. Okay, next, lagay naman natin siya sa graph. Okay, so kung familiar kayo, kapag nagko-commute kayo, nakikita nyo sa jeep yung may graph dun sa harap ng driver. Then, dun nila tinitingnan kung magkano yung sisingilin nilang pamasahe. Usually, iba-iba yung color niya kada kilometer. Okay? Napapansin nyo yun? So, dito, 0 to 4 kilometers, fixed siya na 8 pesos. Then, kapag nag-exceed ng 4 kilometers, so may additional na 1.50 pesos. Okay? Next. Example problem number 2. A videoke machine can be rented for 1,000 pesos for 3 days. But for the 4th day onwards, an additional cost of 400 pesos per day is added. Represent the cost of renting a videoke machine as piecewise function of the number of days it is rented and plot its graph. Okay? So, f of x is equal to 1,000 if is less than x and x is less than or equal to 3. So, 1,000 pesos fixed for 3 days. Then, additional 400 pesos for the for 4th day onwards. Okay? So, fixed na 1,000 pesos for 3 days. Then, additional lang na 400 pesos sa susunod or pag nag-exceed sila ng 3 days. So, 1,000 if 0 is less than x and x is less than 3. Okay, so 1,000 hanggang 3 days. Less than or equal to 3. Okay, then 1,000 plus 400 times x minus 3. Okay? So, piecewise function notation, f of x is equal to 1,000 if 0 is less than x and x is less than or equal to 3. Then, 1,000 plus 400 times x minus 3 if x is greater than 3. Okay? Next, graph natin yung 1,000 if 0 is less than x and x is less than or equal to 3. So, 0, 1, 2, 3 hanggang 3 days. Fixed siya na 1,000 pesos. Okay. And 1,000 plus 400 times x minus 3. So, for example, umabot siya ng 4 days. So, 1,000 plus 400 times 4 minus 3. So, 4 minus 3, 1. 1 times 400, 400. Then, 1,000 plus 400, 1,400. Next, if x is equal to 5, so 1,000 plus 400 times 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, 2. 2 times 400, 800. Then 1,000 plus 800, 1,800. Next, if x is equal to 6, so 1,000 plus 400 times 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 3, 3. Then 3 times 400, 1,200. 1,000 plus 1,200 is equal to 2,200. Okay. Then, if x is equal to 7, so 1,000 plus 400 times 7 minus 3. So, 7 minus 3, 4. 4 times 400, 1,600. Then, 1,000 plus 1,600 is equal to 2,600. Okay? Then, graph, table natin. So, 4 days, 1,400 pesos. 5 days, 1,800 pesos. 6 days, 2,200 pesos. 7 days, 2,600 pesos. Okay? Then, graph. So, 0 to 3 days, fixed na 1,000 pesos. Then, pag nag-exceed ang 3 days, may additional na 400 pesos. Kaya pataas yung graph niya. Okay? Next. So, sample problem number 3. A tricycle ride costs 20 pesos for the first 1 kilometer. Then, additional 5 pesos per half kilometer. Okay? So, 20 pesos for the first 1 kilometer. Okay? Then, additional na 5 pesos per half kilometer. Okay? So, 20 pesos if 0 is less than D and D is less than or equal to 1. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so katulad nung na-discuss natin dun sa set builder notation, so hindi siya fixed na x. Okay? So, dito ang ginamit is D. Okay, for distance. Okay? So, may mga problems na ini-indicate nila So, for example, represent as M, represent as T for time. Okay, then for example, represent as D for days. Okay, so hindi siya palaging X. So, kapag nagsagot kayo ng problem, i-analyze nyo muna mabuti yung problem. Then, check yung piecewise function notation. Then, kapag nagkamali na kasi kayo sa piecewise function notation, magkakamali na rin kayo sa yung values nyo sa table. Then, malaki yung chance na wala na kayong point sa graph. Okay? So, kailangan tama yung piecewise function. So, next. Natin yung 20 if 0 is less than D and D is less than or equal to 1. So, 0.3, 20 pesos, 0.5, 20 pesos, 0.9, 20 pesos, 1 kilometer, 20 pesos. Okay, so fix na 20 pesos. And next, 20 plus 5 times D minus 1 over 0.5 if D is greater than 1. So, bakit may 0.5? So, 0.5, since based sa problem, may additional lang naman na 5 pesos kapag half kilometer, kada half kilometer. Okay? So, 5 pesos kada half kilometer. Kaya siya dinivide sa 0.5. Okay? So, if D is equal to 2, so 20 plus 5 times D, or 2 minus 1 divided by 0.5. So, 2 minus 1, 0.5. Then, 2 minus 1, 1. Then, 1 divided by 0.5, 2. So, 2 times 5, 10. 20 plus 10, 30. Okay? Then, if D is equal to 3, so 20 plus 5, then 3 minus 1, 2. 2 divided by 0.5, 4. 4 times 5, 20. So, 20 plus 20 is equal to 40. Next, if D is equal to 4, so 20 plus 5 times 4 minus 1 divided by 0.5. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 divided by 0.5, 6. 6 times 5, 30. Then 20 plus 30 is equal to 50. Then if D is equal to 5, so 20 plus 5 times 5 minus 1 divided by 0.5. So 5 minus 1 divided by 0.5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 divided by 0.5, 8. 8 times 5, 40. Then 20 plus 40 is equal to 60. Okay? So, table. 2 kilometers, 30 pesos. 3 kilometers, 40. 4 kilometers, 50. 5 kilometers, 60. Okay, so for the first 1 kilometer, fixed na 20 pesos. Then, pag nag-exceed ng 1 kilometer, so may additional na siya. Okay? So, kaya pataas yung graph. Next. So, try nyo itong answeran sa notebook. Sample problem number 4. So, a user charged 300 pesos monthly for a particular mobile plan, which includes 100 free text messages. So, messages in excess of 100 are charged 1 peso each, then represent as M. Okay, so 300 pesos. Yung binabayad niya monthly for a particular mobile plan. So, dun sa 300 pesos, merong kasamang 100 free text messages. Okay? Then, pag nag-exceed ng 100 text message, nadadagdagan yung 300 pesos per month niya. So, bawat isang text message daw ay equal sa 1 peso. Okay? So, again, 300 pesos monthly for a particular mobile plan. Then, included doon yung 100 free text messages. Then, yung messages in excess of 100 are charged 1 peso each. Then, represent as M. Okay? Okay, so pakisagutan sa notebook. Piecewise function notation, table, then graph. Okay? Then yung answer ay i-discuss natin next meeting. Okay? Next. Problem number 5. So you went to a grocery to buy some candy. You decided to buy Snickers because they have a special deal. A bag of Snickers cost $3.45. But if you buy 4 or more bags, they only cost $3 per bag. Okay? So, represent okay? So, yung isang bag daw ng Snickers ay $3.45. $3.45 each. Then, pag pumili ka ng 4 bags or more, nagiging $3 each na lang. Okay? So, makakatipid ka ng $0.45 each bag kapag bumili ka ng 4 or more. Okay? So again, you went to a grocery store to buy some candy. You decided to buy Snickers because they have a special deal. A bag of Snickers costs $3.45, but if you buy 4 or more bags, they only cost $3 per bag. Represent as B. Okay? Pakisagutan ulit sa notebook. Again, piecewise function notation, table, then graph. I-discuss natin next meeting or next synchronous class. Okay? Again, assignment, sample problem number 5 and sample problem number 4. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, everyone.